This Cambridge O levels. Subject is mathematics. Paper 2, variant 22, and session is May-June 2019. Time of paper is 2 hours and 30 minutes. Electronic calculators are allowed to be used. Question number 1. The table shows the cost to visit a zoo for adult, child 5 to 16, child under 5. On 30th April, Mr. and Mrs. Frugo and their 3 children aged 12, 8 and 3 visit the zoo. What is the total cost of the family? So there are 2 adults, 2 into 26 plus 2 children between the age of 5 and 16. So they'll be charged and this child is free. So 2 into 15.5 and their total comes out to be $83. In May, the cost of the child is not changed. The cost of an adult reduced by P% to 22.1. So calculate P. It was 26, now it is 22.1. So 26 minus 22.1 divided by 26 times 100 and it reduced by 15%. In May, Frigo family visits the zoo again. Calculate the percentage reduction in the total cost of the family. So new cost is 22.1 for 2 adults and the cost of children, it never changed. It stood 15.5. So the total bill was $75.2 and the reduction was 83, which was the initial cost. So 83 minus 75.2 by 83 times 100. So they saved 9.397%, approximately 9.4%. C part. The Frigo family arrived at the zoo at 10:50 a.m. They stayed at the zoo until 4:25 p.m. How long in hours and minutes did they spend at the zoo? So there are 2 ways you can do it, from 10:50 to 12 and then from 12 to 4:25. So this is basically 1 hour and 10 minutes. This is 4:25. So just add them, 4:25 and 1:10. This is 5:35. So they spent 5 hours and 35 minutes. The other way is you can change it into 24-hour clock and this becomes 16:25. Then you take away 10:50. 5 minus 0 is 5. You take this carry. This 16 changes into 15 and 60 minutes. They go on the other side, making it 85. 5 minus 0 is 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. 15 minus 10 is 5. So you get 5 hours and 35 minutes. The zoo holds a daily show about different animals. The Frigo family go to as many shows as they can during the visit. Each show lasts for 35 minutes. How many minutes do they spend at these shows? So they arrived at 10:50. They cannot attend this show, but this, and they left at 4:25. So they can attend these 4 shows. And each show is 35 minutes. So they make a total of 140 minutes. Question number 2. The table shows the average monthly temperature in Tokyo and Sydney 1 year. Months are given, temperatures are given. Complete the scatter diagram. The first 8 points have been plotted. So we have to plot the remaining 16, 23. Let's zoom out. This is 16 and other is 23, 15, 16 and 21, 2, 3. First point, then 18, 16, 17, 18. This is 20. This is 19. This is 18. And then 20 and 12. 20, 10, 11, 12. 21 and 8. 21, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are our points. Complete the scatter diagram. First 8 are done. What type of correlation is shown by the scatter diagram? So one is increasing, the other is decreasing. The relationship is negative. Draw the line of best fit. Just use your rulers, place it in such a way that it passes through the average location through these given points. The following year, the average temperature in Sydney during May was 15 degrees Celsius. By using your line of best fit, estimate the average temperature in Tokyo. So in Sydney, if it is 15, we use our line and read whatever temperature comes out. So this is 22 in my case. Question number 3. Represent the inequality 3 is less than x is less than equal to 2 on the number line. So this is minus 3 and it is a hollow circle because it is not included, and 2 is included. It should be filled one, and draw this line. This is your number line. 3b part. Find the three inequalities which define the region shaded in the diagram. So we can clearly see three lines. One is x is equals to 4. The other one is y is equals to 0. The third one is to be found. We can see rise over run. This is a rise of 1 with 2 units. So my gradient is rise over run and y-intercept is 0. So y equals mx plus c. This is y equals 1 by 2x. Now I have three equations. I can write the inequality. This region is above, y is equals to 0. So y is greater than equal to 0. This is on left of x equals 4, less than x equal to 4, and it lies below this third line. So y is less than equal to 1 by 2x. 3c. Solve the inequality. So these are two inequalities. Write them separately and then solve. Minus 12 is less than equal to 4 into m minus 2 is the first one, and 4 into m minus 2 less than 10 is the second one. So minus 12 less than equal to 4m minus 8. 8 minus 12 is less than equal to 4m. Minus 4 is less than equal to m. Minus 4 by 4 is less than equal to m. Minus 1 less than equal to m. First one. Second is 4m minus 8 is less than 10. 4m is less than 10 plus 8. 4m is less than 18. M is less than 18 by 4. And m is less than 4.5. So minus 1 less than equal to m is less than 4.5. Question number 4. ACD and triangle ADC. ACD is a triangle and ADC is 110. EB is parallel to DC and AE is equals to AB. AE is equals to EB, isosceles. So we have to find X. If this is 110, this is 110 because these two lines are parallel. It makes a corresponding angle. So I can say AEB is equals to 110 and giving reasons. Corresponding angles. Secondly, these are isosceles, so these two must be equal. So 2y plus 110 is equals to 180. Angle sum of triangle, and it is already given that they are isosceles. So 2y is equals to 180 minus 110 is 70. Y is equals to 35. So this part is 35. And 35 plus x equals 180. X is equals to 180 minus 35. Your angle is 145, and the reason is angles on straight line or adjacent angles on straight line. So x is 145 degrees. Given that EB is 12 and DC is 20. EB is 12 and DC is 20. Find ED. Now these two are basically similar triangles. 110 equals to 110, 35 equals to 35, as they are all corresponding angles, and the third angle is shared, that is again 35. So they have all three angles similar. So firstly, they are similar triangles. 12 and 20 are in ratio, and it is given that this is isosceles, so this must be equal as well, making AD is equals to 20. So if AD is equals to 20, we can say ED is equals to AD minus AE. ED is equal to AD full minus AE, which is already 12. So 20 minus 12 leaves an answer of 8 centimeters. B part, find the value of A. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5-sided polygon. And I'm going to write all these. A plus 3A plus 130 plus 80 plus 110 is equals to n minus 2 into 180 equals to sum of angles of polygon, which is 4A plus 320 is equals to 5 minus 2 into 180. So 4A is equals to 540 minus 320. 4A is equals to 220. A is equals to 220 by 4. That is 55 degrees. Question 4, C part. P, Q, R, S are vertices of regular polygon. M is the midpoint of PR. PQ is equals to 14. QM is equals to 7. How many sides does this polygon have? So in order to find this side, I need to know the interior angle. So I'll find this angle first using cos of Q is equals to base over hypotenuse. Angle Q is cos inverse of 7 by 14. So that makes an angle of 60 degrees. If this is 60, this must be 60. And this complete angle is 120. Now we have an interior angle of 120. So interior angle equals 120. Exterior angle is 180 minus 120, that is 60 degrees. And number of sides is equals to 360 over exterior angle. This is the formula for number of sides. So 6-sided. It is a 6-sided polygon. Question number 5. Express as a single fraction in its simplest form. So LCM for 4 and 6 is 12. For B and B is B. 12B divided by 4B is 3. 3 into 3A is 9A. Minus 12B divided by 6B is 2. 2 into A is 2A. That is 7A by 12B. B part. This is B square minus 9. We can change it into B square minus 3 square over, let's simplify this one, to 1 times 2 3 times 3 into 1 over B minus 3. Now A square minus B square is actually A plus B into A minus B over 3 into 1 over B minus 3. So B minus 3 goes away with this. We are left with B plus 3 upon 3. B part. Solve the equation. So 3x is equals to 1 minus 5x minus 20. Taking 5 on the other side is equals to 1 minus 20. 5 and 3 is 8x is equals to minus 19. X is equals to minus 19 by 8. C part. A rectangular card has dimensions 2y by y plus 3. A square side y is cut from the rectangle. The cards remaining shown shaded in the diagram has an area of 55. Form an equation in y and solve it to find the dimensions of the rectangular card. Show all your working. Okay, so complete area is basically length into width minus this white part, that is y into y, and this shaded area is equals to 55. So simplifying the equation and solving for y, this is 2y square plus 6y minus y square is equals to 55. Rearrange 2y minus y is y square plus 6y minus 55 is equals to 0. Going for midterm breaking, y square plus 11y minus 5y minus 55 is equals to 0. Y plus 11 minus 5, y plus 11, y minus 5 into y plus 11, y is equals to 5. First factor, y is equals to minus 11. Second factor, y cannot be negative, that's a length, so it is rejected. So when y is equals to 5, one of the length is 2y. So 2 into 5 is 10. Other is, that was y plus 3. So y plus 3 is 5 plus 3 makes it 8. So the dimensions are 10 centimeter by 8 centimeters. Question number 6. The diagram shows the position of two boards A and B drawn to the scale of 1:m. The actual distance between the two boards is 4 kilometers. So find m, giving your answers correct to one significant figure. So 4 kilometers already given. You have to measure this length, which is 5 centimeters. So 4 kilometer is basically 400,000 centimeters, and you divide it with this 5 centimeters. So 400 by 5 is 80,000. So it is 1:m, which is 80,000. B part says measure the bearing of A from B. So bearing of A, let me remove this. Bearing of A from B is this angle. So use your protectors to find this angle, which should lie between 120 to 125, and your actual answer, this x is 360 minus the angle you just measured. Let us consider it is 120. So you're left with 240 degrees. A third boat is positioned at C. C is at a bearing of 120 from A and 195 from B. So find and label C on the diagram. It is 120 from A, first part. From A, 120. Place your protectors, measure an angle of 120, mark the dot, remove the protector, and then draw this line straight at 120 degrees bearing. Second part says 195 from B. Again, you cannot draw 195, but you can find the other side, 195. The other side is basically 175 in this case. 175, let me check. 195, 180, 15. So you take away 15 from 80 is 65. So this is 165. Mark the point, place the protector, mark the point at 165, and then draw this line. This would be 195 on the other side. The point of intersection is C. Find by measurement the actual distance in kilometers from A to C. I'll leave this part and I'll just explain it. You measure this distance in centimeters, whatever it is, then you multiply it with 80,000. So let's say the distance was y, so y times 80,000, and don't forget to convert it back into kilometers. So this will be your answer, where y is the distance in centimeters you measured from your drawing. C part. E part. The diagram shows the position of boats A and B and harbor H. AB is 4 kilometers, AH is 6 kilometers, ABH is 70 degrees. Calculate AHB. So we have to calculate this angle. We'll be doing it with sine rule. Sine of H over 4 is equals to sine of 70 by 6. So we simplify sine H is equals to 4 sine 70 by 6. Then inverse 4 sine 70 by 6 and you get 38.8 degrees. The boat at A travels in a straight line to harbor H. Boat at A travels in straight line to harbor H. The average speed of the boat is p kilometers per hour. It takes 12 minutes and 20 seconds for the boat to travel from A to H. So we have the time and we have the distance. So we can calculate the speed. So distance is equals to speed into time. Distance is 6 kilometers. Speed is unknown. This is kilometers, so I'm going to change it into hours. So 12 by 60 is hours plus 20 seconds by 3600 makes it hours again. 6 is equals to speed into, make use of your calculators, and your final speed is 6 into 180 by 37, approximately equal to 29.189, 29.2 kilometers per hour. Question number 7. The table shows some values for y is equals to 1 plus 2 by x, given correct to 2 decimal places where appropriate. Complete the table. So you just plug in this x, 1 plus 2 by 8, use your calculators and you get an answer of 1.25. Draw the graph of this for this. So let's plot these points. X 0.5 and y 5. X1, y3, x2, y2, x3, y1.567, 1.67, 4, y1.5, 5y 1.4, 6y 1.33, 7y 1.29, 8 is and 1.125. I'll try to draw it as accurate as I can using this. It would be easy on paper and pencil. No, not at all acceptable. Let's try again. I think that was better. Okay, please consider that smooth. What does second part has to say? The line L crosses the graph of this at x2 and x5. It crosses the graph at x2 and x5. Find the equation of line L. So at x2, this is the point, at x5 this is the point. So 2 comma 2 and 5 comma 1.4. 2 comma 2, 5 comma 1.4. So we have these 2 points and we can find the equation easily. Gradient is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, and the gradient is negative 1 by 5. Now y equals mx plus c. Use any of the points. I'm using this 2, negative 1 by 5 into 2 plus c. So 2 plus 2 by 5 equals c. c is equals to 12 by 5. So we have the gradient, we have the point. So y is equals to negative 1 by 5x plus 12 by 5. You can also simplify by rearranging, multiplying the whole equation with 5 will give you this. So any form is acceptable. D part. A line with gradient negative 1 by 3 crosses the graph this when x is 1 and x is k. So we know the gradient and we know where it crosses. By drawing the suitable line on the grid, find k. So I know it crosses at x1 and the gradient is minus 1 by 3. So coming back here, we see when it is x1, it crosses at this point. And the gradient was negative 1 by 3. So basically the rise is 1 and fall is 3. 1, 3. So let's count this 1 and 1, 2, 3. So I'm getting this gradient, I'm getting this slope. So 1, 3. You know this points, you don't need more points, only 2 are enough. And you use your scale and pass it through any of these points. Trying to be as accurate as I could. So wherever it crosses is your answer. So value of k in my case is 6.6. Question number 8. The mass in grams of each of these 75 oranges is measured. The results are summarized in the table. One of these oranges is chosen at random. Find the probability that the mass is greater than 200. So if it is greater than 200, these are the two options. So 18 plus 5 out of 75. This is 23 by 75. B part, calculate the estimate of mean. So mean is summation fx over summation f. So for x, we'll be using the midpoints. Midpoint of 160 and 170 is 165, 175, 185, 195, 205 and 215. Midpoint into x. So 165 into 4 plus 175 into 10 plus 185 into 15, 195 into 23, 205 into 18 plus 2, 15 into 5 and divided by a total of 75. Use your calculators, get the sum. Divided by 75, 192.46, approximately equal to 192.5 grams. On the grid on the next page, draw the cumulative frequency diagram for the mass of oranges. Cumulative frequency diagram for mass of oranges. Okay, let me copy the table so I don't have to go back and forth. So this is 170, 80, 90, 200. 170, 80, 90, 200, 210, that is already there. And the values for cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency, let's add them. 4 plus 10 is 14. 14 plus 15 is 29. Plus 23 is 52. Plus 18 is 70. Plus 5 is 75. 4, 14, 29. 4, 14, 29. And 52, 70, 75. So these are the values we'll be plotting here against the given values on x-axis. So 170 it is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 180 is 14. With 190 it is 29. With 200 it is 52. With 210 it is 70, and with 220 it is 75. So use your graph. Okay, first let's sketch it. Again, this should be a smooth curve. Trying to be as accurate as I can. Okay. Use your graph to find the estimate for median. Now be careful, don't use this 80 because the graph is ending at 75. Don't divide 80 by 2. This is 75 by 2, 37.5. So this is 30, 35, 36, 37, 37.5. Draw the line, use your scale, and it hits here in the fourth line, which is 194. Oranges with masses more than t grams are labeled class A. 20% of the oranges are labeled class A. So if 20% are labeled, 20% of 75 is 15. So these are those 15 which are having a mass of more than this. So 15 out of 75, the top 15 is at 60th level. So 60 above these are class A. These 15 are class A. So what is the mass of class A? It hits here around 3.5th block. So 201, 2, 3 and 5. So 203.5 grams. Orange with mass 178 gram or less are used to make orange juice. Use your graph to find an estimate. So 178 or less. This is 170. This is 178. We go up. And this is 12 in my case. Question number 9. The diagram shows the triangular prism. AC is 15, BC is 14, angle ACB is 27. Calculate AB. So we use cos rule. AB squared is equals to 15 squared plus 14 squared minus 2 into 15 into 14 into cos of 27. AB is equals to square root 46.77 and AB is equals to 6.84. The length of prism is P centimeters and the volume is 1000 cm cube. Calculate P. So this length, volume is basically cross-sectional area into length. So cross-sectional area for this triangle is going to be 1 by 2 AB sine C. So volume equals cross-sectional area 1 by 2 side 1 side 2 sine of inclusive angle times height. Volume is 1000. So 1000 is equals to 1 by 2 into 15 into 14 into sine 27 into P. Make P the subject, 2 goes on that side, 1000 into 2 and divided by 15 into 14 into sine 27. Make use of your calculators. 20.977 approximately equal to 21. C part. The prism is to be packed in a carton. The carton is a cube of size 15 centimeters by P centimeters by H centimeters. Calculate the smallest possible value of H. So if it has to be packed, let us bring this out. This is 15 and P. 15 and P is already there. We need to find this height H. So we don't have to go back and forth. Let me draw it here. 15, 14. This length was P and we need this height. So if I extract this triangle, this angle right here is 27. This length is 14 and this height is to be found. So sine of 27 is perpendicular over hypotenuse. H is equals to 6.355. So smallest possible height should be 6.36. So it could fit inside. Question number 10. Find G minus 2F. So value of G is 1, minus 5 minus 2, copy this f part. So 1 minus 5, 2, 4 times is 8, 2 into minus 3 is minus 6, 1 minus 8 is minus 7, minus 5 plus 6 is 1, minus 7 and 1. Petra writes modulus, that is basically the size, the length of f is greater than g. Show that Petra is wrong. So let's find out. This is 4 square plus minus 3 square whole square root, that is 5. For g it is 1 squared plus minus 5 squared, which is 5.09. So it can be clearly seen that f is actually lesser. Shown that Petra is wrong. B part. OA and B are points with OA equals A, OA is A, OB is B. P is the point on OA such that OP is 1 by 3 of OA. So this is 1:2. OQ and R lie in a straight line. Q is the midpoint of PB. Midpoint of PB. So this length is equal to this length. Find PB in terms of A and B. So PB is PO plus OB. Now PO is 1 by 3 of AO. So 1 by 3 of negative A. Be aware of the direction. Plus OB is B. So final answer is B minus A by 3. Second part, find OQ in terms of A and B. Give your answer in its simplest form. OQ. So for OQ, I can say for this OQ, I can say that OP plus PQ. OQ is OP plus PQ. OP plus PQ. We have this OP as 1 by 3 of A, 1 by 3A plus PQ. Now PQ is half of PB. PB is already there. So half of PB. A by 3 plus B by 2 minus A by 6. And now simplify these. You get A plus 3B over 6. You can take out 6 as common. Makes no difference if you leave it as it is. A plus 3B. Third part. QR is 2 times OQ. Where is this QR? So QR is 2 times OQ. Again, this is 1:2. Show that AR is parallel to PB. PB is already there. Now we have to find AR. Let's see. This is AR. For AR, we can say AR is AO plus OR. So AR is AO plus OR. Now we'll go back to copy these values. AO is negative A plus OR. OR, we can say OR is 3 times OQ. And OQ is already there. So this is OQ. 3 times 1 by 6 of A plus 3B. Let's simplify to get AR. Negative A, when you multiply this 3, it becomes 1/2. So 1/2 of A plus 3B minus A plus A by 2 plus 3/2B. So this is negative 1 by 2a plus 3 by 2b. So take out 1 by 2 is common. We're left with negative a plus 3b. Now this is AR and let's copy PB. PB is B minus A by 3. PB is B minus A by 3. We should have the vector parts same in order to compare and show that they are parallel. So to make it B, I'm taking this 3 out as well. So this becomes 3 by 2. Because I took 3 out, I should have 3 over here to balance it. So that was 2, sorry. So 3 by 2, B minus A by 3. Now we can see that the vector parts are equal. So they are parallel. AR is equals to 3 by 2. This is 3 by 2 for AR. And B minus 3A could be written as PB. Question number 11. Find G of 2. So G2 is equals to 7 into 2 by 4 minus 1 to 1 times to 2 times 3.5 minus 1 is 2.5. G inverse. So let G of x be equal to y. Make x the subject. 7x by 4 is equals to y plus 1. 7x is equals to 4y plus 4. X is equals to 4y plus 4 over 7. So G inverse x is equals to 4x plus 4 by 7. Given that f of t is equals to 6, find t. So f of t, you have to substitute t in this x is equals to 6. 3 divided on other side is 2. 2 added on other side, t is equals to 4. F of this is equals to px plus q. So substitute this in f, and f was 3 into x minus 2. So 3 into x minus 2 is equals to px plus q. Now substitute this in x. So 3 into 7x by 4 minus 1 minus 2 is equals to px plus q. Keep simplifying the left hand side. We get 3, 7 times is 21x by 4. Minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3. Minus 3 into 3 is minus 9. So by comparison, coefficient of x is p, which is 21 by 4, and the remaining part is minus 9. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe.